Ubiest of the tubiest, the best YouTube subscribers on the planet. That's you and I, 50 plus. As you can see in the other seat, there is my junk. So there's no plus one. And as you can see up there, that bunk is empty. Well, it's got some of my stuff that I've just threw up there for right now, but there's no one occupying that spot right now. Derek is done. Um, we made it to Lancaster a few hours ago, and he's in a hotel. He's going to upgrade tomorrow, and I'll be headed towards Houston tomorrow, and do a little bit of home time. I might extend it a little bit this time. I normally don't go home for a couple of days, but I think I might stay home for a few days. I got some things I need to get done, and uh, we're gonna do a little upgrades to the videos, and so I gotta get those kind of worked out before I leave. That way, once I get to Salt Lake, I won't be missing any pieces to make it extra sweet. So, um, everything went well with him. He drove very well. Um, y'all seen the video of the first day when we met. He threw his stuff on the truck, and we immediately went to the back of the yard to get some backs in. And he did exceptionally well. I mean, you saw the videos, and I knew right then that this was going to be a cakewalk. So you didn't see a whole lot of stuff with him, um, because it wasn't, it was like, hey, we're going to go do this, and he kind of gravitated towards it. He did really, really, really good, So um, maybe the next student will require a little bit more coaching, and then that coaching was what makes good videos for y'all. And if that's the case, then we'll be a little bit more active with the next student. Not sure who that's going to be right now. Um, Whoever it is, uh, don't bring a bunch of clothes on my truck. You need a backpack that you're going to take to the shower, and a duffel with a few changes of clothes in it. Don't bring a bunch of stuff on my truck because you don't need it. Okay. Um, it's starting to get a little cool in Denver and in Wyoming, and so I will be picking up a jacket when I get home. Sometimes it can get actually 32, 34 degrees, and it's already starting to snow a little bit up in the mountains and in Wyoming and Denver, but mostly Wyoming, and that's a very, very high elevation where that's happening. So you're not gonna, chances of us driving in it is pretty slim. Okay, but it's cold, so you might need a little jacket. So I don't like a bunch of clothes. You're gonna wash. You're gonna get to wash quite a bit. We're gonna be at a terminal either every day or every other day. So um, we'll be able to shower and wash clothes and stay clean. And you don't need all of that crap on my truck. So don't bring it. If I see you with it before you get it on the truck, I'm gonna tell you find a spot for it that ain't on this truck, because I'm not gonna let you bring all that crap on here. Okay? I got a bunch of crap on here already, but I will be getting that off when we get back to Salt Lake. This stuff that occupying my bunk and the upper bunk, you'll see in just a minute, is all video equipment stuff. So, um, other than that, um, I've made a few of these videos whenever when my bunk's empty, and I talk about what uh, you as a student, no matter who you get as a mentor, what you should expect from your mentor. And I'll go over that again. And I'm also going to explain to you what a mentor should expect from you. Okay, so let's start that conversation out with saying this. It appears, and I get this, I mean, a lot, and I want to be trained right. So I want to make sure that I get a good mentor because I don't want a bad mentor. It's going to be miserable and I don't want to go through it and blah, 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 blah. It's always negative. And I know it's the nature of this industry that negativeness is just at an all-time high all the time, you know. But uh, to get it in your head that mentors are, somehow, this is the famous line. They just in it for the money. When people talk like that, they absolutely have zero clue. They are just regurgitating cliches, and um, when they say that to me, my response to them, and then they don't respond anymore. They don't even reply. Is name what you do that you don't expect for a job. Name what you do for a job, and you don't expect to get paid for it. Name it. You know, are you a charity case? Then of course a mentor is doing it so he can get paid. What are you talking about? That's ridiculous to hear people say that, but that's what they do. They think that we mentors are just supposed to do things for nothing, and then it's all supposed to be shiny and gloomy, and I mean shiny and pretty and happy and merry and gay all day long. Right? No, no. There's got to be some compensation in there. I wouldn't do it without compensation. Okay, so understand that yeah. As soon as somebody start talking like that, make sure you don't pay attention to him. You need to walk away from that person right then. That person is negative. They will always be negative. And are there some bad mentors? Of course, there are bad mentors. There are definitely some bad mentors out here. But don't get it in your head that this industry is plagued with mentors who want to put bad truck drivers out on the road. That's just another ridiculous thought process. But if you decide to come into this industry and knowing that you have to get on a mentor's truck, and your opinion of mentors is that they're all negative and everything is bad, and don't even get into the industry because you're not going to get there without a mentor. And if you believe that all mentors are bad, why are you even coming? Think about it. That makes no sense. If you're already dooming the process, don't get involved in it because you will, by nature, allow it to become that way. Because soon as the mentor coughs, you can go, see, I knew, you coughing. See, you got germs. You're a mentor. You bad. Hey, come on, man. Every time, everything you see, you're gonna try to nitpick it and turn it into something that it really isn't. Because you come into it with the mindset that it's gonna be bad, and this person that's sitting next to you that's trying to help you, that's a bad person. So no, come on now. You got to work with me, okay? But you want that mentor to uh, give you what you need to be successful in this industry. You need a mentor. The mentor needs to give you opportunities to back and drive. Basically, you should be doing everything. Student, get on my truck from the first day. He's gonna do everything. I'm gonna sit right there, and you may say, well, "That's the laziest son of a gun I ever met." No, I'm gonna sit there. I'm gonna tell you what to do. I'm gonna show you what to do. But it's up to you to do it. And you're gonna do it so many times. By the time you get off my truck, it ought to be automatic. Then I've been successful. I've helped you to get what you need to be ready when you get out here, and that's the way it's supposed to work. So you need to have all those opportunities. So uh, you also got to understand that you, as a student, that's what you are. You are a student. You have no idea of what is supposed to happen other than watching 50 tell you what you should expect. You don't know. Act like you don't know. But don't tell the mentor you got to do this, you got to do that, and all those kind of things. You can make some suggestions and say, hey, um, when we go to a truck stop, let's do a couple of backs. I want to practice backing where I won't have any obstacles in my way. Make that suggestion and see what they say. But no demands and all these kind of things, and make sure that shoe fits before you get on this truck. Because so you would ask if how many backs do you believe that you'd get in a day or a week? Just simple questions. You want to know, how you can wash your clothes. You want to know how often they get to the terminal so you can bathe. And that way you'll know if you got to go to a shower at a truck stop, because that's where they stop. You're gonna be spending $15 a day whenever you take a shower. So it's $15. So you need to make sure you bring enough money. And just to explain to them. You know, um, but kind of go back and watch a couple of other videos when the students upgrading, and you'll hear me, kind of break it down to you a little bit on what you should expect from the mentor, so you can be successful. You just want to make sure that you get enough uh, information that you know how to perform this job. That's the goal, okay? Um, on the other side of the coin, as a mentor, what do we expect from our students? And that is, for me, I expect for my students to be a student. Don't tell me what you're gonna do, what you're not gonna do. I mean, you can. I can't. There's no way that I can stop you from saying it, but you're gonna say it one time, and then we're gonna find a spot where as a terminal to drop you off. Because I'm not gonna, you can't say, if I say, hey, when we get up to this light right here, we're gonna turn left. So I need you to steal a little bit towards the lane on the right side, on the left side there, so we can make this turn. And you tell me the Qualcomm say I need to be going straight. That is so stressful. Do what I told you to do. After you do it, you have a question about it. Say, hey, I noticed that the Qualcomm said to go straight, but we turn. How often should I, you know, not do what you say? And I'm going to say, well, we didn't do it in that particular instance because the Qualcomm is going to send us to the front door. We need to go around to the next block and then come up because the shipping side is on the back side, but the Qualcomm will keep us going past it. See, and, there's a Walmart DC uh, uh, in Utah, and that I pick up on my way back to Salt Lake, and that's what happens if you do what the Qualcomm say. It's going to say you arrived at the destination, and you'll be sitting right in the middle of the road, and there's nothing on either side of you but open pasture. But when I tell you do something and you second guess it, you may keep on going, and I say, okay, turn here, turn here. Well, the thing says go straight, and now you can't make that turn because you didn't do what I told you to do when I told you to do it. And I know for 5 miles there's not a place for you to turn around. So now we got to drive 5 miles up the road, then turn around, drive 5 miles back because you didn't listen to what I tell you. That's going to happen one time. Then I'm gonna tell you, pull over, put yourself on the sleeper berth, and then I'm gonna take over driving, and you'll never come out of sleeper berth on my truck because I'm going to take you to the terminal and I'm going to drop you off. Okay? You guys have to understand that you don't know. We're here to teach it to you. You're here to absorb, and learn. And if you have that student mentality that you're there to learn it, that you don't already know, you're going to get pretty good with most mentors. Okay? And just have a positive attitude. If there's some things that's not allowed on the mentor's truck, then don't do that. You know, with me, I got a real problem with smoking. You cannot smoke. That includes vaping or whatever that stupid cray cray, you know. I don't know, man. You know, I don't do none of it, and I can't do it because it affects me. Medically, I can't handle it. So you can say, "Oh, I'm gonna get on 50 truck," you know. So I'm smoking, but I'm on, you know, I ain't gonna. He ain't gonna know. I told you I have a medical issue with cigarettes, and if people are smoking by outside and they're smoking right next to, if you're the ones who smokes and they say can't smoke in the building, so you go stand right outside the door and stand at the door and smoke, you're a horrible person because nobody can walk in and out that building without inhaling your nasty secondhand smoke. I can pinch my nose, cover my mouth and eyes, and walk right through that. And when I get on the other side, I can feel my nostrils starting to swell and my sinuses starting to close, and I'm building up sinus pressure. You can smoke a cigarette in the wind, put it out, get in my truck, and an hour later, and I still know that you have smoked the cigarette because I can sense it out of your clothes because my sinuses is already slamming shut. It's the reason why there's rules on the Mentor's truck. So you guys got to be willing and ready to follow those rules. Okay? I'm pretty simple. You know, you're gonna drive a lot in a day, a lot. You're gonna drive from Denver to Salt Lake, Salt Lake. And by the way, you're gonna drive from Denver to Salt Lake, Salt Lake to Denver, Denver to Salt Lake, Salt Lake to Denver, Denver to Salt Lake, Salt Lake to Denver, Denver to Salt Lake, Salt Lake to Denver. If you got a problem driving that dedicated route and you want to try to, oh God, I wish I could do something different. I want to see something different. Did you not know that if you get on 50 plus truck, you're gonna drive from Salt Lake to Denver? That's what's gonna happen. That's what we're gonna do. We drive in Salt Lake to Denver. We're gonna do that every day. So you're gonna be driving, 500 plus miles every day, and you're gonna have to be ready for it. That's what we do. So every day. Okay. Um, you know, uh, we take breaks. You need to take breaks. If you don't need to take breaks, then we don't need to take breaks. But we're gonna get there, and I'm gonna plan it so that you can use, 14-hour clock if that's what you got to you do. But we're gonna get there every day. Okay. Um, you're gonna need some money to take care of your personal needs and fill your gullet. And every once in a while, I'm gonna cook for me every day or every other day. And so sometimes I got enough I'm gonna share it with you. Don't expect that. So make sure that you bring some dollars with you. Same thing with any mentor's truck, because you are personally responsible for you. The mentor is not his job isn't to feed you, clothe you, you know, buy your personal needs. Those are all on you. So make sure that you're straight when you get out here. Okay. And I've had no problems with that with the students that I've had so far, and so I'm okay. I want to keep reiterating, whatever you call it, keep saying it over and over again. That way, I never had that problem because everybody else been on my truck has been self-sufficient. You know, I do like to kind of share my grocery when I make a bunch of stuff. Big chicken and a whole bunch of stuff. When I got to you know crock up that instant pot, I want to put enough food in it to make it worth starting it up. And so, um, uh, I cook enough for two. But no, that's not what a mentor's job is. Not feed you. So you guys got to be prepared when you come on there, and when you get a mentor, talk to them and ask them about those things. Um, you know, I'm gonna leave it right here. Y'all see this right here? That's a bald spot. It comes from stress. And you know, if I release the stress, I don't have that problem. But if I release the stress, it's going to be really bad, and the cab of this truck is not good. So I try to, you know, exercise patience and you know, refrain from saying things I really want to say and doing things I really want to do. You know, and if you guys watch before I took my first student, you ain't gonna see that. It wasn't there. That bald spot is there because I take students. So, and I'm not a bad mentor and I'm not a bad person to get along with. So, just so you know, I'm gonna leave it right there. Now, uh, since my upper bunk is empty, I'm gonna show you a couple of little things that I do that I've done to kind of help it. These Freightliners, the 2020s, they have no vents up top, and it is an absolute torture chamber up there. It is the difference in temperature from the bottom to the top is, I bet, I bet right now it's about 30 degrees. I bet you it could be uh somewhere around 70-ish, 72, something like that, 74, something like that down. I guarantee you it's near 95 up top when in the top bunk. I mean, it's I really, 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 really hope Night Swift is listening to this video and don't order any more of these trucks with no vents up there. 2021s, you know, no, don't order them this way. It's not worth it, man. It's a torture chamber up there. It's bad. I want the person who's made the decision to order these trucks with no vents up there, I want them to go for a ride up there for, you know, $200 and see if they don't change their mind. I bet they don't want to do that. It's horrible. It's horrible. Okay. So I'm going to tell you what I've done to combat that. And uh, I won't take the credit because Chris, uh, two students ago, now third student ago, Chris figured this out. He went and bought a fan. He put a fan up there, and quickly he began to come down out of the bunk and turn the AC down on the truck. Turn that fan off because it would absolutely freeze him up there. And I was thankful because the way it works is I have to turn the AC on so cold downstairs to try to get the cabin cooled down enough where the person up top is not, you know, suffocating with heat, that I'm freezing downstairs. Okay. But he figured out, he put that fan up there and it worked. So before he left, I got a fan from him, and I actually mounted it up there. Okay, but I'm gonna let y'all see that. And also, there's no power up there. The only thing up there is a switch. You can turn off the lights. But if you're trying to, if you're teaming and you upstairs, you got no power to charge your phones or plug in any type of devices or anything. There's nothing up there. So I'm going to show you what I've done to make that work. So now it's very comfortable up there, and my student can charge their phone and you know, plug something in if they got the plug. But it's a plug up there with a USB. I'm going to show you what I've done to make that happen. Okay, so let's go. All right, and here we go. Oh, let me turn some lights on. All right, so let me climb up here, and holy cow, it is. Oh my God, it is piping hot up here. It's like fire. No joke. This is my uh, video crap. Okay, so that. I just threw it up here to get it off my bunk for right now. And the mattress gets in. The student, I give them fresh sheets. So whenever the new student get in here, brand new sheets. Okay, so let me get up here in this sweat box, and I am not going to be up here long because it is fire hot. That little fan right there. Holy cow. You sit back. turn a little knob, and there it goes. And I can feel the air moving up here. And if I stayed up here long enough, it'll start moving that cold air up here and blowing that cold air on you. But as you can see, I screwed it to the top of this thing, and I did it because I mean I had to do something. Okay, so here's my little device that I rigged up. It's got some power outlets. You see another one down there at the bottom, and some USB for my student, and um, and that way they can plug up and charge up whatever they want. This is the only switch this truck has, and that's just lighting. Well, you got this thing right here. But other than that, there's no electricity up here. But it is a fire pit right now because I just turned that fan on and I'm about to turn it back off. But um, there's not a lot of power downstairs either. Okay, so let's go back down and I'm gonna kind of show you and it's not perfect because I got crap everywhere. I hadn't organized since Derek got off. But let me go back downstairs. I just want y'all to see what it looked like at the top. Okay. And one of those plugs that you see, those two black cords, one of them is for that fan, and the other one is for the oven that I have in that at the top. Okay, so bear with me. There's an inverter and a power strip. The inverter only has two plugs. I know this isn't the best, but bear with me. See, the inverter has two plugs. The white plug goes into the power strip where I can get extra power. But there is no other plugs down here. None. No USB, nothing for the bunk. Okay. I mean, I don't know. It don't have anything. But anyway, so there's a refrigerator. There's a refrigerator, microwave, oven, and um, of course the refrigerator runs all day. That refrigerator runs all day, and um, and this refrigerator, excuse that light. I mean, it's pretty cool. I can keep some good stuff in here. Okay, and it almost doubles my space. I got a little Velcro strip right there to hold the door closed while I'm going over bumps and stuff. It doesn't just fly open. Okay, but that inverter does really well. Um, and then of course you can see the cords. See, I just ran a cord up, 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 and there it is. You see how it goes up to. Well, you can't really see it that well, but the gist of it is, I'll just run a cord from that inverter strip upstairs, and and get the power up there. Now you cannot run the uh, the extra cooking. You can't do like a microwave and the oven at the same time because the inverter is not strong enough. But it is strong enough to run uh, both those fridge and one of those others at the same time. That microwave and that oven, they take a lot, and that inverter be killing it. Hadn't had a single problem. Runs very well, and I take care of it. I don't just like let them run forever. And I don't try to run them both at the same time to try to overpower the inverter. And it works really good. But now, as you can see, the person upstairs has two USB ports and an extra plug if he got like a clock or something. I don't know whatever you want to play it. You know what I'm talking about? Whatever. I don't know what you're using the plug for, but I just want to make sure my student has what they need up there. Okay. So uh, when you get a Freightliner, if you're assigned a Freightliner, and a lot of people do this, they'll use the upper bunk for their bedroom, and then the lower bunk is like a sitting place or whatever. But they really sleep up there, and if that's the issue, it is piping hot, and people prevent you from doing that. Get that fan. It's $25 at Walmart. and that's going to make a heck of a difference. A heck of a difference. Hear me? And to the point where everybody who's come after him has turned that fan down overnight because it gets too cold up there. It does a really good job. So um, we'll find out how it works in a summer, but it has fixed that. It has remedied the issue with there being it being terribly hot up there. It was terribly hot just then when we were up there, but the fan wasn't on, and that's because nobody's up there. You know, Derek isn't up there anymore. He's gone. He's in a hotel room, kicked back, drinking a soda pop or something, watching TV, enjoying life. Really good student, and uh, I'm gonna try to get him to do an exit video for y'all tomorrow when he gets back, and I will be in Lancaster at least till 1 tomorrow, and I'll let you guys, I'll update you guys, let you know what's going on. So, bottom line, we get down to your mentors, open mind, be an open mind, and be a student. Be a student. Learn. Don't think you know. Okay, but make sure on. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna show you this. Hang in there. Uh, okay, guys, you're gonna get one of these student training daily check sheet. It's like a little booklet. It's got a uh, a little log in here. Okay, so it'll show on here driver reports, and it's got a student log, and it's to log your backs. This is exactly what it says: backing log, student backing log. Okay, and uh, and then well, that's reefer log and daily goals. The sheet for daily goals right here. You see that it's just your daily goal sheets. So if you have one of these, it's because that you're about to get on the mentor's truck, and before you talk to the mentor, you can read over that, look over it, and see what Swift expects you to learn from that mentor, and get you some general questions about being able to get those goals accomplished. Okay, and if they're not accomplishing those goals, then ask them what your guys can do together to remedy it. Because you don't want to get off a mentor's truck, go get another mentor. If that person is just not a cuckoo bird, because it takes too long to get another mentor. You waited long enough, and it's only 200 hours. Okay, Derek was done in just over 3 weeks. I run though, it does make a little bit of difference, but most mentors aren't in this business to sit around. So uh, most, so just be prepared. Okay, if you guys have any questions, put them down yonder. Okay, and 35 minutes. So I'm about to go back to the bunk, do some cleaning, and deliver undistracted. Here's your boop. Yeah, boop.